My favorite quote has been, "If you knew better, you do better." And I always tell people that. I think I even put that as like a footer in my my emails that I send out. That if you knew better, you do better. Now let's just take that phrase for a minute. Let's say, through our mistakes, if we learn from them, we know better now. We know better next time. We know not to make the same mistake again. And that's how we move forward. And we keep in mind that there's a clear difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person. I'm not defining or telling you what should be your definition of success. What I am telling you is the difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person is that the successful person has tried new things. They have made mistakes. They have had successes. They learn from their mistakes, they don't make those same mistakes again, and they continue on the road to success. An unsuccessful person makes mistakes, either gets fed up and quits, or they make the mistake and they continue to move in the same direction of that mistake. Maybe it's their ego, maybe they refuse to admit that they were wrong, maybe they don't take accountability, or accept accountability for that mistake. But that is the difference between an unsuccessful person. If you don't believe me, I want you to think about somebody in your life, and we all have a person like this, or people like this in our lives that just can't get right. Think about that person. And you say, man, it's that woman he got. It's causing him all these problems. Doesn't matter what my man tries, she holding him back. Or man, he can't never keep money. My man can make a lot of money but can never keep it. That's why he doesn't have any kind of retirement plan for himself. Or every time he gets the money, he goes out and buys a brand new car, even though the old car still works. That's what I'm saying. An unsuccessful person continues to do the same thing over and over. The same things that didn't work, they continue to do them. And they think that something's going to change. And we've talked about this before. That is the definition of insanity. To do the same crap over and over, but expect a different result. That's just crazy. For you to continue to do the same thing, you know you don't like where you are. You know you made a mistake, but you're going to make that same mistake over and over again. You found the mistake a long time ago. Your ego didn't let you admit that you made a mistake, so you kept going down that road. And then once the mistake finally smacked you right in the face, you stop, take a break, and you go right down the same road again, waiting for the mistake to happen again. And then you look at yourself like, why can't I get right? I'm a good person. I know I deserve it. Because you're not thinking. You're not using common sense. Common sense tell you that if you're not in the position you want to be in, it is your fault. It is your fault. Just chalk it up. It's my fault. It's my fault. I made some mistakes. What mistakes did I make? And how in the hell am I going to keep from making these mistakes again? Because if I make these mistakes again, I'm going to end up in the same old place. If you have a recipe and you follow the recipe to a T on Monday, the food is finished, you make your meal, you eat it. It tastes bland. Alright, you didn't like the way it tastes. You come back 3 days later. So I'm going to try this again. You follow the same recipe. Food tastes exactly the same way it tasted the last time. Bland. You say, I can't get this right. Take a couple of days off. You eat some other food. You come back early the next week. You try it again. Follow the same recipe. What the food is going to taste like? What is the food going to taste like? Same. You keep following the same steps. You keep making the same mistake. You learned from it the first time. The first time you didn't like the way it tasted. But yet you were so stubborn that you're going to try it 2, 3 more times thinking that you're going to get something different. You're making the same mistake over and over. And that's why we don't succeed. That's a small example of why we don't succeed. But we do it in our relationships. We do it in our business ventures. We do it in our raising of our kids. We do it in our goal settings. When we choose a goal and we do the exact same thing that we know doesn't work, and we continue to do it over and over again, and as long as we say we're working for a goal, we think that's enough. It's not enough, people. It's not enough. You have to set out on a goal, come up with a realistic plan to get that goal, and work it. And when you hit a step that doesn't work, remove that step, change that step, and continue moving forward to your goal. Otherwise, you just talking. And there's a whole lot of folks in this world that all talk with no action. I deal with them every day. Every day people tell me about their big dreams, their big hopes, but they do the exact same thing over and over. And they come back to me months later with the same dream. No progress, but the same dream. And they think that just talking about the dream is a victory. And it's not. Don't let anybody feed you that bucket of crap. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to look at what my mistake was. I'm going to correct that mistake. Remember that I made that mistake and keep it moving.